Hi, welcome to GKsportstherapy channel. You might see it as G's channel, as everyone calls me G. It stands for Gintare because it's a difficult name and people struggle with actually saying it out loud, so call me G and welcome. I am Gintare Katkute and I'm a physio and a sports therapist with Žalgiris youth clubs. I kind of decided to create this channel and talk out loud because I was inspired by Euroleague Strength and Conditioning Coach Association. I was inspired by Kostas and Luca and other great specialists that I met in Greece at the conference. And I believe that there's not one or two people like me. I believe there's loads of people that are actually looking for information and trying maybe to find colleagues to talk to, discuss, topics that we're interested in, people who work in sports with the sports teams, and that they struggle with some kind of difficulties at work. And this channel is going to be just to discuss with what we struggle with, maybe just to see each other, somewhere in the city, have a coffee, and it would be nice just to talk, about life and about our work, because, we dedicated our lives to this. Because it's not just 9 to 5 work, it's our life, it's our passion, and our end goal, I think, for everyone is to win. So help us, help each other to get better, and let's start with our first episode. Just a bit about myself. I got into basketball when I was 10 years old. I started attending trainings and I just fell in love with this game. I'm Lithuanian, so if you know any Lithuanians, you know that basketball is like a second religion here. So we all love basketball, we all have our favorite teams and we're crazy about it. Since I was playing a lot, I got a lot of trainings, and school life, and I had other activities as well. I was getting many injuries, and I believe this kind of led me this way to go to sports therapy and physiotherapy courses to actually see and analyze why it's happening and how to get back on track after injuries, because I know how it feels to get injured. I know how it feels and how bad it is, not only physically but also psychologically, to get back on track and to get back to the same performance as you were before. So that's why I chose this path. After graduating from high school, I went to England to Coventry University. I graduated from sports therapy course, so I got my bachelor's degree and I stayed there for a few years and I got back to Lithuania, to my home country. Since I got back here, I graduated from master's degree at Lithuanian Sports University, and I've been working with Žalgiris basketball club, with youth teams, and I've been really loving it and enjoying it so far. Since this year, I also started my PhD, and hopefully I'm gonna continue my path in sports field and doing a bit of a science work as well. So that's about me. I will start my first episode just about talking about the goal and what I'm trying to achieve with this. Basically, my goal is to get the community together, our specialists to get together and to be able to actually learn from each other and to be able maybe to teach each other as well, not only our specific, how would you say, our work-related skills, let's say, but also our personalities to develop. I believe discussion and communication part is really important in our field, and to be able not to take, how would you say, not to take it too personally, some of the critic, and just to take it as a learning point. Many of us, I believe, are taking this as a critic and as an insult. I don't know if it's a Lithuanian thing, but I totally agree. It's hard. It's hard for me too. But I think by gathering community, not only maybe in Lithuania, I think that's the first step, to gather community in Lithuania first, and then maybe to get that information out to Europe and to be able to find the information easier. What I mean to find information easier is, I don't know about you, but I'm struggling with finding, let's say, even specialists working with the Euroleague teams, or even specialists working with local teams, right? And it's really hard to get in touch with them, or as well as finding things as internships and opportunities to shadow specialists in their field and be able to learn from them, to be able to talk to them and just discuss things that are important to us, because that's how we learn, that's how we develop. Also in this channel I will be sharing maybe some of the content of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve within Žalgiris Youth Club, what are my responsibilities, what I'm doing there as well, and sharing maybe some difficulties that I'm having, maybe trying to find people who think alike, and maybe have also some suggestions how to sort out difficulties that I'm having or something that I'm struggling with. And I'll be happy to help others as well. If you have anything that you're struggling with, please make a comment, send me a message. You can find me on Instagram, GK_sportstherapy. You can find me on Facebook, Gintarė Katkutė, or as well GKsportstherapy. Send me a message, I'll definitely gonna reply to you, and let's stay in touch and let's talk. My advice to other specialists, younger specialists maybe, the ones who just starting their professional careers or their studies, get yourself out there. Don't be afraid to talk, don't be afraid to learn, don't be afraid to be nosy, ask questions, discuss, and be able to take criticism, okay? Don't take it personally, take it as a developing point, I guess. Just be able to see this question not as an insult and not as someone is coming onto you and maybe the person just trying to understand why you work in one way and not how you work in another way, if it makes sense. So that's going to be my advice. If you have any questions, just let me know. Also, just to share my opinion about physios, I guess in Lithuania I wouldn't say everyone thinks like that, but there's still a majority that believes that physios are only for massages and that we do only manual work. Well, that's not true. And whoever knows me, I just hate the people saying that physios are only for massages. And I think the education is very important. So the education of patients, of clients, of other people, of your players. Educate people, educate. Tell them why you're doing this, why you're not doing, I don't know, another technique, why you're not doing massages and doing maybe exercises instead. Let's be up to date. If you look into literature, you will see that manual work and all this passive work is temporary relief, and it's the effect doesn't stay for long, and the main injury prevention, let's say, or injury reduction method is actually strengthening and being strong in all your range of motions, being strong in the movements that maybe you don't usually get into. And your body is amazing. Like, our bodies are amazing. They can adapt. They can adapt to any kind of environment. The only thing is the optimal loading, right? So if you're gonna increase the load drastically, like, something is gonna break probably, right? If it's gonna be our physical or psychological health, in a fatigue phase, we're gonna break. But if it's optimal loading, if you get spikes and deloads, episodes and phases, like, our body's gonna adapt, and because we're amazing. Of course, I'm not saying that massages are useless. They do the work. There is time and place to do them. However, if you have your clients, as I say, players or whatever, whoever you're working with, if they have shoulder pain, back pain, I don't know, knee pain, you're not gonna do massages, right? Look into the body holistically. So my thoughts on that is, let's break those assumptions. Let's break those assumptions that physios are just for massages there, right? Don't be afraid to speak up your mind. Don't be afraid to tell your patients or clients, no, I'm not gonna give you a massage. They can go to spa for this, right? So I guess some of these episodes gonna be in English, some of those gonna be in Lithuanian. And if you got this message, and if you really want to improve our community work and actually get the word out that physios are not only doing massages, but physios are actually worth to be in a team, and we can do much more than just doing passive work and doing just manual work. If you agree with me, if you want to share and just discuss more points, please hit the like button, subscribe, get in touch with me, let's talk, let's get together, let's go for a coffee, and let's develop this thing, and let's work and let's win.